you're running an e-commerce brand heading into Black Friday, then this video is for you. In this video, I'm going to show you the exact automations you need to adjust before Black Friday starts so you don't accidentally create chaos for your customer support team and have thousands of angry customers beating down your door. I'm Ben Fitterman. I'm the founder of Pink Lava Studios, a retention marketing agency. For the last 7 years, I've been helping 7- and 8-figure D2C e-commerce brands with their retention marketing. You can learn more about me right here, but let's jump into this and I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do because Black Friday is only a few weeks away. We don't have time to waste. Let's do it. All right, so here we are inside our cloned checkout abandoned email. And the first thing you should do is just kind of click and go through all of your different messages and make a note of where you have a kind of discount. So for example, we have our SMS going out here. It has this offer with the code. And what we're going to do is you want to just swap that code or that offer for your Black Friday offer. So in a text message like this, I would just come here and update it. And I would just say something like, our Black Friday sale is live. I'd say get 20% off your cart with code BFCM 20. Finish checkout now. Or maybe to say something like hurry before the sale ends. There you go. Boom. You'd save that and you continue. But basically what you're going to do is for all of your emails that have an evergreen offer, we need to change those. So we're going to go to another email here, and then I'm going to show you something else we can set up to make it a little bit easier. Again, I'm not going to change every single email for you, but if we're looking here, these are our customer emails. Let's come in and we're going to edit this. Here's our email. And what we're going to do is add a section at the top of your email. And we're basically going to create a universal content block. And very quickly, universal content blocks are awesome in Klaviyo because it's basically anything you put inside this and you save it. You can put it on any email in any automation. And if you change the content inside that content block, it will automatically update to every email. So you could put this section on 40 different emails, change the messaging, and then it's going to update across all of them. It's incredible. I recommend you do this anyways while you're in here for your current automations. That way you can kind of have a banner at the top that you can use whenever you want, but it's great. So let's just do this really quick. What I would recommend is you just put a text block in here and we're going to put our offer. So we could just say Black Friday sale is live. Get, 20% off with code BFCM 20. You can center this. Boom. And I would just make it a different color background. Let's make it like red with red and then make this white. Boom, bold, done. Okay. Now this section is saved and it's ready to go. And what we're going to do, we're going to come here. We're going to click save and you could just save a section. You could just say BFCM header offer and save that, create it. And now I'll show you what we do. So let's say we come here to our customer email 2. We're here in this automation. We go to universal, we drag it and we drop it up here. And you see there's no offer really in this email. So that way you can just put it right at the top and people are going to get it. So one thing to note, so for example, this email right here is a fully designed email. So it's all image. You're going to have your designer recreate this section and update everything. So you could say Black Friday sale is off now, get 20% off with the code and something like that. But the point is you want to adjust all the messaging in your automations to reflect that your Black Friday sale is live, what the offer is, and to hurry to get it now. And you could put the exact date it ends if you want. And then what you could do here, since we're in here, you can come in, you can add your header. Right? There it is. Now let me show you something else. If we go to edit this, it's going to say edit across all instances, right? Let's say you're going to have a different offer on Cyber Monday. You've set all this up. So all you can do now is you come in and you can just say Cyber Monday sale is live. Get, 25% off with code BFCM25. You hit done and you see here editing content for 3 emails or templates. You hit done, publish, and it's changed. It's ready to go. So again, you can just wake up on Cyber Monday and set that up, change it, and then all of your automations are going to switch to that very quickly. Another option I recommend for you, if you're not using a designer, or let's say you're really pressed for time, is leverage plain text style emails for Black Friday because you can edit them very quickly and it doesn't take a lot of time. So with this client last year, we actually did this where I created their Black Friday automation and I just made plain text versions of everything inside the checkout because we didn't have time to use a designer. It worked just as well and it's going to save you a lot of stress. Now, one thing I would say, so first thing of all, you're going to come in here, you drop your header up here and you see it changed. So Cyber Monday, fine. What I would recommend doing is if you're going to do your plain text, so you can say, click the button to get your order, you could duplicate this and you can just make another little call out section right here. Say like, don't miss our Black Friday sale, get 20% off with code BFCM 20, sale ends. Another thing that's very important to do is put a little disclaimer. You could say something like, offer can't be combined with other discounts. Boom, and there you go. And you can do the same thing here. You could save this as a copy block. You could just say block, BFCM offer, disclaimer. You can save that, and now you have this one ready to go. And what you can do again is go drop this into other places. You can even go into like some of your designed emails if you're really pressed for time and drop this in. And then same thing, when Cyber Monday comes, you just click here to edit across all instances, and you could just update this again to say like Cyber Monday, get, I don't know, 25% off with BFCM 20, sale ends. I don't know the dates exactly, so let's just say like this, hit done. And you're good to go. Now that you've done that across all of your automations, you're gonna go through, I recommend for welcome series, check out abandon, add to cart, browse abandon. You should be going through and updating that everywhere. Again, if you're using a designed template, all images, you're gonna need to work with your designer. So start doing that now. If you're not, go with the plain text kind of copy centric ones. And I would recommend going through and updating all of your subject lines as well for some of these. So we can look at this right now. Looks like you left something behind. I would just say in the preview section, be like Black Friday, sale is live. Or you could say something like get 25% off your cart during Black Friday. Black Friday is kind of like the Super Bowl. You want to go with the offer that should be up front. You don't need to get too cute with the subject line. Offer and urgency. You know what I mean? You could say like sale ends soon. One thing you're gonna have to note is that you're gonna have to manually change any of these subject lines for Cyber Monday, so you would have to do that. You could also clone and make a Cyber Monday version if you want. That's up to you depending on how you like to do things. Personally, I was waking up, I think at like midnight and updating these for some of our clients, so it's up to you. All right, so the last thing we're gonna look at here is probably one of my favorite features inside Klaviyo. I think they started it last year, but you can actually schedule your automations on and off. And this is huge because 4 years ago during Black Friday, I would have to wake up at like midnight for all my clients, turn on automations and turn them off and then turn them back on. Sometimes you forget. It was terrible. You don't have to do that anymore. In Klaviyo, you go to schedule, and then what you're gonna do is, I don't know, when's Black Friday? So let's say you're gonna schedule it to go on Wednesday. Actually, let's do Friday, and we'll say 12 a.m. Eastern time zone, and then you're gonna save it, and then you're gonna schedule it to go off. So you can say add a status change, and you're gonna say draft, and then let's say your sale ends Sunday, and then I would put, always gotta be careful about the times, right? So 11:59 p.m. Eastern time, and then you save it. And then look what it does here. Right now it's in draft mode. You could set this up today. It's September. You could do this September, October, and already be done with your automations and focus your time on campaigns. It's gonna schedule on when you want it, and then it's gonna schedule off when you don't. So what you're gonna do is go through and schedule all of your automations on and off, and then you're gonna do the same thing for your evergreen automation. So your current welcome series, you're gonna schedule it off and then back on. So make sure you coordinate this. I recommend having 2 tabs open side by side so you have the times right, but it's gonna save you a lot of time. So you could be sleeping, they're gonna boom, boom, turn on and off, and you're ready to go. You don't have to get up at midnight anymore and do this. It's gonna save you a lot of time. So those are all the changes that I would recommend you do using the content blocks and the little editor there. Now you can get to it. Now, if this video helped you, just hit subscribe because that lets me know you like the content and I can keep creating more great free stuff for you. I also have more videos about Black Friday in this playlist right here, talking about segmentation, campaigns, and strategy. So make sure you check that out so you can really maximize Black Friday this year for you. Now, I know this can be very overwhelming preparing for Black Friday. And if you're stressed, just thinking about it kind of makes your stomach get knots and you don't know where to start, reach out to me. We can chat, see if we're a good fit to work together. And I'd love to help you make this year's Black Friday your best ever. I'll catch you next time.